In this video, I'm going to talk about the worry tree. Now, if you're not familiar with the worry tree, basically it's a really helpful tool that can help you to work through any worries that you've got. So if you find that you've got a lot of worries, this could be something that can be quite useful for you. And it's a sort of a problem solving tool that you can use for your worries that keep coming in. Now you might want to set up time to go through this at maybe the start of the day, the end of the day. It can be something that you've got to sort of practice this idea first before it sort of becomes second nature to you, really. So I'm going to talk through the worry tree as it is, and then hopefully you can start to familiarise yourself, get used to the idea, and then putting it into practice yourself. So first step on the worry tree is noticing the worry. Okay, so obviously your worry comes into your mind. It's asking yourself, what am I worrying about? Okay, it could be obviously a whole host of things. But what you want to ask yourself is, can I do anything about this worry? If the answer is yes, then that's a problem that you can solve there, okay? So it might be, for example, that the worry that comes into your head might be that you're not sure if you're going to have petrol to get to work in the morning, okay? I'm starting with quite a simple example, but you're worrying to yourself, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough petrol to get to work in the morning. Something that happens to me quite a lot of the time, actually, when I'm driving to work. The worry comes in, I'm worried if I've got enough petrol to get to work in the morning. Can I do something about that worry? Yes, I can. So then the next step on the worry tree, once you answer yes, is, okay, making a bit of an action plan. So problem solving, those steps that you can solve that worry with. So thinking about some of the options that you can use to solve that worry. So it might be in terms of have I got enough petrol? Okay, well, first of all, I need to check if I've got enough money in the bank to make sure I've got petrol. Have I got opportunity to go and get petrol this evening? Do I need to go and get petrol tomorrow morning if I've not got time? So you're making that plan in your head. So it could be a case of, actually, I haven't got time to go and get petrol, so I need to do this later. So you schedule a time in. So for example, you go in the morning and you get your petrol. If you have got time to solve the problem, then you can do it now. So you can put that plan into action. So going back to the example, you would go and get your petrol, and then you know that you've got your petrol to get to work in the morning. So you've solved it, and then you can let go of that worry then. But as I say, if you haven't got the time to do it, you can schedule that plan for later. So in this example, you're scheduling it for tomorrow morning. You've got to go and get petrol then. And then you know you've got that plan there, and you can let go of that worry again, okay? Once you've let go of that worry, it is important then to change your focus of attention. So when we're saying change your focus of attention, it could be something really quite simple. It's about trying to bring yourself back into the present, because sometimes our minds can really wander, can't they? And one worry can sometimes start leading to another worry. So bringing your focus of attention back to yourself, that could be something like focusing on your breathing. So your deep breathing. Or it could be using your 5 senses. So your 5 senses are your taste, touch, sight, smell and hearing. And listing some of those things that you can use with your 5 senses can help to ground you back into that present moment. For other people, it might be about reading a book, it might be watching a little bit of telly, it might be doing some cleaning, some housework, it might be going out for a walk. It's thinking about what helps to shift your attention. So those are just some examples, but it's finding what works for you to shift your focus of attention. Okay, going back up to that first step. So when you notice that worry coming into your mind, asking yourself, what is it I'm worrying about? Now, asking yourself, can I do something about this worry? The answer could be no. So for example, you might get a worry coming into your head about your loved one who's maybe misusing substances, misusing drugs and or alcohol. And the worry may come in that you're not sure about their future, you're worried about their future and what's going to happen. Is that something you can do something about? Now, you may interpret this differently. how I would interpret this is no, because you're not in control of what that other person does. We talk a lot at Hetties about control, and you are not in control of what that other person does. You're not in control of their choices. You're only in control of your own. There's certain things that we can do that might help to influence somebody else's behaviour, but ultimately their journey and their destiny is in their own hands. So for example, if you are worrying about your loved one's future, that's quite a big worry, isn't it, actually? But is there anything that you can do about it? And if the answer is no, then it's learning to try and let go of that worry. And it might be about the way that you do talk to yourself. The way that you talk through that worry, and reminding yourself that I'm not in control of what they choose to do, but I'm in control of my own choices and my own actions. And again, as before, when you let go of that worry, you need to then change your focus of attention. As I say already, we can sit and we can start to worry from one thing to the next, and it can kind of snowball a little bit sometimes. So it's really important that you think about what those distractors might be. What's going to help to bring you back into the present, from sort of stopping that worry train from going even further. So it's quite a simple idea to follow, as the worry tree, but as I said at the beginning, it does take practice. So trying to get used to the idea of noticing the worry first is an important skill to practice when that comes into your mind. And being really clear about what the worry is, because when you're clear on what the worry is, that's going to help you to answer that question, can I do something about it? If you can do something about it, then brilliant. Then that's your time to problem solve. If you can't do anything about that worry, that's okay. And it's learning to let go of that worry, because that's out of your control. And actually that also takes up time within your day where you could be spent doing something else. So I hope it's been helpful for you going through the worry tree today. As I say, maybe keep re-watching this video to go through those steps again. If a worry does come into your head, maybe revert back to this video, listen to the video again as you work through your worry on your own.